KATV, Understanding the Mind of God.
David, Esther, me, Adam, Eve. Oh my God, this challenge. Okay. Oh my God. Holy Spirit is not there. John. Holy Spirit is not there. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
We've been called for to show His excellence.
Welcome to the segment of Bible Story.
The people in Jericho who saw this, what a lovely and giggling story.
Katika siku hizi za mwisho, watu watazunguka sehemu mbalimbali tofauti hapa na kule wakitafuta kusikiza Injili. Ndiposa sisi kama Sauti za Injili Show hapa KA Television tunakuletea wasanii mbalimbali waliobobea na wale ambao pia wanazidi kuinuka ili kukuimarisha, kukuinua na kukujenga. Jiunge nami kila siku ya Ijumaa kuanzia saa 10 jioni hadi saa 12 jioni. Mimi nikiwa hapa Feni Abrams tayari kukuwakilisha.
Acha mimi niimbe, mimi nisifu, ninayo sababu
ya kumsifu Yesu amenitendea.
KATV, Understanding the Mind of God. KATV, Understanding the Mind of God. This program is rated GE. It is suitable for general family viewing or viewers of all ages.
Hello and welcome to the Girls
Cappuccino.
My name is Peace Elsie.
My name is Daisy.
And we're glad to have you. Be sure to reach out to all our social media platforms at KA Television and on the number on your screen.
So today's icebreaker. Well, actually, before we start the topic, I wanted to ask, was there ever a time that you had such a packed schedule, like such a busy schedule, and things fell through, like one or two things fell through?
Well, I can picture two instances, not at one, like a period of instances in my life. The nature, especially at work.
Yeah.
So the nature of my job is that I'm a freelancer. So I work at different places. Yeah, so there's a time when I was just starting, I think I was so excited for work. So I didn't even have an off day. I would work like Monday to Friday, okay, maybe Saturday. But then Saturday I would be, hang out with friends, going clubbing and stuff.
Well, it was that time.
So I never had a rest. I never took a break. I was running on
Fumes.
Exactly. And you'd find I was working like from 7 till like late in the afternoon.
Yeah.
After afternoon, I come home, hang out with friends, drink, hang out, and then the next day again I'm come. So that cycle was, yeah. Another instance is recently where I had like 4 events on the same day. And so it's almost like I had to pick and choose which one to attend. And like one of my bosses was not happy about that. And, things really got
out of hand.
Yeah, things got out of hand because she was like, I don't want you to send someone, I want you to come by yourself. I want you to prioritize me.
My goodness. So what did you do?
I eventually ended up sending someone. It worked
Oh.
out. Yeah.
Oh, she didn't complain now.
Well,
Well.
yeah, there's really nothing we could do. Yeah, because I was out of town literally.
Yeah.
So it's not like let me rush here and then I come. Yeah, because it was somewhere that's like 6 hours away.
My goodness.
Yeah, so there's really nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing you could do.
Yeah.
For me, I'd say I think it always happens like that's my weekend story. Like that's
Wow.
like that's my normal weekend. Well, I think also for me, it happens a lot because I'm also in business, and because how would I say it, like self-employed. As you get like that place where you're in business, but you don't have like other people you've employed, so you're the one running the whole thing. You get, and so what happens is, yes, you'll have your plan. Like you'll have your plan, you'll be like, okay, so I'll do the purchasing for supplies on this day, maybe early in the week, let's say Tuesday, and Wednesday I'll do this, on Thursday I'll close with the invoices, on Friday, etc. Your schedule is looking neat. But sasa, because of the nature of my work,
Many of the plans.
I know many of the plans of men. Someone would place an order, like someone would call me and be like, okay, Daisy, please. And I'd be like, this client has been with me since I started, like for the last 4 years. This person has worked with me, and I've worked with them, and I've seen the child grow, or I've seen maybe it's someone who started with, I don't know, a birthday cake, went to a graduation, and now a wedding cake, and now what. So you get, and I'd be like, okay,
and they are loyal.
Yeah, this is okay. Let me just, and then I'd get like 3 of those type of people.
Wow.
Like let me just, and then you end up not sleeping. You end up so tired, and then in such timings, something always falls through. As in something always falls through. Like it might be a late delivery, or like, okay, let me even use today. Actually, it just happened today. Yeah, before we came here, and I was like, I took on those last minute things, and now it ended up like interfering with other things, and so I had to bake overnight, and then I woke up. I told myself, let me take a nap, like a 1-hour nap. Hey.
1 hour became
2 hours and a half. It was almost even sipping into 3 hours, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's 8:30 because I slept at 6, and I was like, oh my goodness, now what will we do? And so I'm there running, and then I don't know what happened. Still make up water. And unfortunate things happens when literally uko in the middle
of the most
of a tragedy.
thing.
And I was telling God, okay, God, not today, please, not today. We can't deal with this today. No. But fortunately, I think God just covered me. Stima zikarudi, and we're here right now. But you get,
Thank the Lord.
Okay, thank the Lord. But anyways, I think that brings us to what we're discussing today, right? You can tell our audience what we're discussing today.
Yeah. So even before we give you our takes, we want to hear from you.
Yeah.
Like, how do you come up with your schedule? Maybe of course we're focusing on the ladies because it's like girls cappuccino. So you're a mom, you're a wife, you're a business lady, you're a
corporate
friend,
girly.
a sister, a corporate girly. How do you come up with your schedule for the week? Do you go with the flow? Do you plan on Sunday and strictly follow it to the letter? Yeah. How does it work? Do you place allowance for?
And is there anything that interrupts that schedule, that plan, that sets you off completely?
So I'd like us to look at this different aspects of ladies, and because we are career ladies, I'd like us to start with that aspect. Yeah. So how do you form your plan for the week?
Well, for me, okay, I'm not like tooting my own horn, but I feel like I'm really like what's the word? I'm looking for this word, like
Meticulous.
No, I have like a really weird relationship with with timetables. Like, I have to timetable everything.
That's true.
Even
That's very true.
you're a witness.
Daisy writes down everything. In the morning, there's something set that she'll write, and she follows it religiously. I'm like,
I know.
how do you?
But I have a weird thing with timetables.
Yeah.
Like, as in, even if it's a holiday, I'll schedule that holiday. As in, you get not scheduling, but like, there's a to-do list for that holiday, and I have to tick that to-do list so that you feel.
Yeah,
you
she'll
know.
write it in the morning, then in the evening she'll analyze.
Well, please is a witness, but yeah. So for me, I feel like that's the only way I can maintain order and like peace and stillness in my life, because otherwise I feel like my mind can be everywhere. Unajuanga those people who have habits of, let's unasafisha nyumba, you hear unaosha vyombo, then uko like, kai, ama ningeanza kumop ndio nikioshanga vyombo nitoke hivi una get. So unachana vyombo, unaenda unaanza kumop, unafika katikati unajiambia, ama ningefua ndio ngozi kaukange, ndio sasa nikimop ndio nitokange na takataka, ndio ni sasa unaanza kufua nguo. Na unajiambia wait, ama ningepika ndio ni food ikivanga nirudi nimalizange nguo ndio hiyo vyombo nioshe tu pamoja na sasa hivyo. As in, for real and I know I've described someone's life here. So the only way for me not to like be like that ni come up with a schedule like on a daily, like I have to as in saizi ata it's like really in like normal, you know. So I'd wake up and do my, or the previous night I work on my to-do list. Ata kama ni rest day, I just put things to, cause nishazoea. Niko like, okay, let me just tick whatever is, eat, tick, look for a movie to watch, tick. This is when you're my rest. Yeah, make meal prep, tick. Nini, ataka ni holiday, okay. Visit, I don't know what, tick. I think it's just na seti ati ni kwa sababu niko organized, nitu nishazoea sasa hivyo. And I feel like it really works for me, but sasa pia it can be really bad kwa sababu I feel like it makes someone not be flexible. Okay. Like it removes the whole flexibility aspect. So people would be like, let's go, so you do what, let's go, and you can't cause ushazoea that
it's not in my
sasa the thing that won't tick here and I'll feel so bad, let's just do it, let's panga it for. But just say the age we are at right now, I feel like you need to be like really flexible, be it work, be it I don't know, relationships, friendships, like, because right now everyone is really busy, and for you to actually get time for things,
it's so hard.
It's hard. And yeah, and what about you? How do you plan yourself?
I am that person that you are describing.
To go in short.
No, yeah, I won't write anything down. Maybe sasa I'm that type of person who wants to do everything at once. The same time. So for example, let's say I have like in terms of work, I have 3 places to be tomorrow. I'd rather put them like from 7 to 8, 8 to 9, like asubuhi. I'd rather even wake up at like 4, nimalizane nayo, so that I have the rest of the day to just relax, you know? Yeah. And again, the cleaning of the house, me, I can't write at this to this time, I'll do this. I'd rather generalize. Because if I write that, I'll get to, it will just stress me out and I'll leave it alone. Really? I'll do something totally different from what I write.
That's how different we are. Because sasa kitu kinaweza nisumbua, niko like, unajua, if I don't write, trust you me, I won't do anything on that day. Nitakuwa, hizo nusu, nitafanya hii nusu, ile nusu, and then at the end of the day,
you end up not.
I haven't done anything.
Me sasa I'll do, because now my mind is like, I have free time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, so I'm doing this in my free time, you know? Especially cleaning. Maybe we were, I'll mop this side, and I'm like, no, let me let me do this. Then I'll do this. I'll start washing, and then I rinse them. Acha nizisok kwanza, maybe like
I
doni,
do.
wiki.
Ukifanya ile.
Yeah, so that's how I work, because I feel like I get bored very easily. So doing the same thing, ati nifanye hii, nimalize, then I move to the I can't.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have to do this. Yeah. Even I used to have a job like an 8 to 5. It didn't last. I couldn't.
Peace.
I couldn't. Because in my mind I'm like, what are we doing from 8 to 5? Hiyo kazi ya leo nishaimaliza by 9:30.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna sit here and wait for 5 to clock out. So I used to make myself busy. Like I go and help. Like I go do this. Huyu bado amezubana kazi ya
Acha tu nimsaidie.
Because I just feel wasted sitting down. But now the job that I'm doing, once I arrive at the workplace, maybe I take like 20 minutes to prep, and then it's hands-on. Once I'm done with the job, I go. I then wherever I go, again hands-on. That's the best thing that ever happened to me.
And it works for you.
It works perfectly.
Okay. I think so now let's get deep and let's now talk about apart from overwhelming schedules, how do you think these small habits, you see the way you can, I was talking about taking up so much than what you can handle, and sasa for you were talking about having like you've structured your work like from 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to evo. So there comes a time like where you find that you have overstretched yourself. Now you have overcommitted to things, people, work, etc. Now you no longer have time to rest, you're fatigued, you're tired. Why do you think that comes about? Like, why do you think? Because that's a very serious issue. Like, it's a very subtle problem that is facing so many people right now. Like, people are so fatigued, and especially at this time of the year, like, you know, right now people usually say like unajua tunakaribia Christmas, mood ya Christmas imeingia, but hii mood ya Christmas haikuangi like mood ya Christmas, because now people are already tired. Like, you feel like you're fatigued, you feel like you don't have even motivation to do the simple things. Yeah, the whole year you've been up and down, the whole week, the whole day. And how do you think this comes to be?
As someone who is it's just recently, it's actually this year that I've actively stopped over committing.
Yeah,
I am heavily an overcommitter, because when I get like a burst, like when energy comes, I have ADHD, so when energy comes, I want to do everything. Yeah, so I find myself, you know, maybe today I have so much energy, and I'm thinking tomorrow I'll have this same energy. So let me plan myself, because I know the day after that I'll just be chilling the whole day. Yeah. So I find myself overcommitting. You're exhausted. I think the reason why we do that is probably you don't want to look like you're unreliable. Because now you feel like you will, you know, disappoint the other person. And then especially if it's someone who's close to you, someone who's always there for you, someone who's maybe never let you down.
Yeah.
So you're like, this person has never let me down. Maybe they've never asked you for something, or they've asked you like once or twice. You don't want to let them down. But on that day yenye nakuuliza, 5 other people
Yeah, exactly.
also ask you.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I think it's also people pleasing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's just be honest.
Exactly. Because now you want everyone to think of you as this good and perfect girl.
Yeah, you don't want to disappoint anyone. You don't want to say no. I agree. I really think like people don't admit it as much, but people really do people please, me included. Like, and I say it in a bad way, say it the way we are putting it, as in, because for real sometimes, what will you do? Aki, for sure, what will you do? Because there's also the aspect of, you know, maybe for example, you don't want to let's say me and you, for example, in a hypothetical world, for example, you ask, can I take you somewhere? Like, maybe you have a meeting or something, and I'd be like, okay, Or something simple like, Daisy, I need this and this from you. I need to do this and this. Could you help me out? And I know for sure I have so much work to do. But I'd be like, okay, it's peace. But it's peace. How can I say no to peace? So you get, like, in that aspect, it's not really people pleasing, but you just don't want to let the other person down. But sasa, you know, now that's where the problem like begins. Because you see, there'll be one person like you, I have peace, I have another piece in my life who's maybe my sister, I have my cousin, I have my neighbor who we've grown up together, I have, you see, and then now, so you'd be like, okay, Sawa, I helped peace with this at 3 p.m. I need to do this with my next door neighbor, and then after that we need to go for a meeting across literally town with this other person because you know they don't have anyone to go with, and then you need to help Suji who with Suji the study material, like you get. It's the small habits that form the big problems, because these are the habits you allow in your life, but then sasa we don't really understand the repercussions it has like in our daily lives, because those small things is what causes, like you find someone who's like really what word did I want to use, like you'd find someone maybe quitting their job. The job wasn't toxic, but it feels like it was toxic. But why? Because this hypothetical girl, let's call her Lizzie. Lizzie would go to work and you know she's this preppy girl, so happy, and Lizzie would go to work and she'd be, so everyone has their own JD, and then the colleague would come and would be like, you know, could you just help me with this report? I need to submit it by 1, and you know, so you know I'm working on the budget for Sujinini, so you know, it's just help me out. And I'm like, oh, okay, don't worry about it. And another person would be like, you know, I have this and this going on, and this person is even in another department. Actually, so I needed something from I don't know who in your department, and so could you just, you know, just help me out? And I'm like, don't worry, I've got you. Because anyway, for sure, the other person is really stressed for real. So what will you do? Oh, you help them too. Oh, I don't know who comes with their own nini problems, you know, someone is sick, I need to go check on them, so I've taken the afternoon off, but could you please, you know, I need to submit this report by 4, could you just please, and that's one day, and then it becomes 1 month, and then it becomes 6 months, and then all of a sudden everyone is like, just give it to Lizzie, give it to Lizzie, give it to Lizzie. Hey, so tell me where this Lizzie will be by the end of the year. And it's not that the job is toxic, and it's not that the people are bad. Like for sure, these people have genuine intentions. But that brings us to the whole discussion about boundaries. You know, because this Lizzie, for sure, she will quit. Eventually, she will. If it takes a year, depending on her grit, because you can only take so much for so long. You know, now. The sad part about it is that it's not anyone's fault. It's your fault. Like, it's completely your fault. Like, all these people, for sure, they had genuine problems. And for sure, they could have gotten other answers elsewhere. Like, you weren't the only person they could go to. But you were available. And you can't blame them for yourself being available. Like, you get. Like, I think it's a truth that I've really struggled to learn. Like, and I'm really trying to learn and unlearn. Because I'd be like, these people in my life, for sure, they need me to help them in something, as in it's a genuine problem. Maybe someone, you know, like something like what? Maybe for sure you had something to do tomorrow and you needed me to help you to do, as in it's genuine, right? Genuinely, I want to help you, but I think it reaches a time where you have to know when to say no for your own sake and even for that person's sake, because down the line mtazoeana hivyo and it's all good and there's actually no problem, but one day itafika either you or her will be tired, as
most likely the Lizzie.
Lizzie will be tired and done and be like, you know, this girl, she needs me when she only talks to me when she needs me, and you know, all that stemmed from this one habit. you could have just said no.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have to, you know.
Or you could help me today and then tomorrow. you
And
say,
that's it. Yeah, you don't have to make it. Yeah, but apart from that, I feel like it stems from that. It also stems from fear. It also stems from what would you call it? I think, I don't know if you call it self-doubt or something.
Or also seeking validation.
Yeah, actually that is what I was looking for. Like trying to be okay with everyone.
Yeah.
You know, there's this thing for trying to be okay with everyone. Like, okay, sitaki pesa nikasirikia, wacha tu
Ataniona,
aki guy, aki wewe atajam, wacha tu ni That's a cancer that is actually eating this generation.
Very true.
As in, for real. I'm talking because I'm a victim. As in, mimi na compromise vitu for people, for sure, number one. If they call a list, I am number one.
Oh, wow.
But I feel like it's something I'm like walking out of, like I'm trying to unlearn.
Okay.
And yeah, and I think it's really like possible to have boundaries, healthy boundaries. Si zile za okay, peace, hapana. Sa utadu. But I think there's a way where I can help you this time. Next time tell you, you know, I have this going on. I want to be able to manage your your stuff. I can do, maybe we work with 5, we work with 2, we work with etc. So I think there's always a way to go around it if we actually look for that way to go around it. But yeah, some things are easier said than done. Do you think, like, for example, given a scenario where you are working at a company and this is your boss, this is coming from your boss, like you need to do this report by 5 p.m. and you know you still have work stalling, you know. Also coming from yourself, you'd be like, okay, I seriously need this money. Let me just take one more school. Let me just take one more student. Let me just take one more order, you know. So, yeah, I really think there's a problem there that needs to be addressed. Like, there's a serious problem. And it isn't like someone amejitakia, because for sure there are pressures in life. You'd see someone who has gone a specific place in life, like maybe they've bought a car, a new house, and be like, we're at the same age. What am I doing with my life? You know? Yeah. But apart from that, do you think there's any other reason someone would find themselves in this place?
I think there's also one more thing that I want to mention. And I will tell it to you right after the break. Do not touch the dial.
KATV, Understanding the Mind of God.
We love to share our cultures, and the one thing that unites us all, that celebrates precious moments, nurtures our Kenyan spirit, drives success,
No struggles. Your good milk will strength.
welcomes,
Is the language we all know.
and even inspires.
The milk, the better the child.
Our language does all of this and more. Na ni lugha ambayo kila Mkenya anajua. The more the milk, the better the chai.
Chai kweli in a Brookside.
Chai kweli in a Brookside Dairy Best.
KATV, Understanding the Mind of God.
Hello guys, and welcome back to the Girls Cappuccino. Well, itabidi tume work on this speech because I know.
Well,
Well, my name is Daisy.
peace, Elsie.
Yeah, and this is the Girls Cappuccino. As you've heard, we are not live, but we are
Yeah.
You are tuned in to KA television, where we understand the mind of
Oh God.
Exactly. And so just before the break, we were talking about how busy schedules can be, how overwhelming schedules can be, how overwhelming life can be without a proper plan, without a proper schedule, without a proper structure. And just before the break, I had asked Peace a question, and she was just about to unleash her wisdom on us. And so, Peace, go ahead.
Yeah, so just to connect what we were talking about, I came across a video on TikTok.
Yeah.
And it was talking about how people can use helplessness as a weapon to manipulate you
Yeah.
into always constantly being there for them in a way that is not healthy. Yeah, because when someone you know when someone shows how helpless they are and how much they really need you, they sometimes can make it in a way that they can't survive without you. And so you may gauge your commitments and look like, we ananihitaji more. So you end up dropping some commitments or adding that person
Excuse me.
adding that person to your already busy schedule in the fear of not letting this person down or being there for someone. Yeah, and it's a very big tool of manipulation, because at the end of the day, you can't only have one person to help
Agreed.
you in every single thing. That's crazy. You know, it cannot work. And yeah, it can really be detrimental. It can really affect you negatively.
Okay. I believe that is true. I feel like people maybe consciously or subconsciously have, developed this habit, or as you said, like, there's a word you used. What word was it? How did you frame it? That character for becoming helpless.
Victim mentality.
Yeah, victim mentality. Like, people have actually like capitalized on this mentality, because you'd find someone it's not that anyone else, like, no one else can step in, but they want you specifically to step in, maybe because of, maybe you do that thing well. If it's work, maybe you can do that work really well. And so they sort of manipulate you to believing that if not you, then no one else can do it. Number two, they make you believe that you've really like let them down when they really needed you. And I feel like that is also emotionally manipulating people. And well, that's the crazy world we live in right now. But I feel like in this time and age, it's really important to actually, establish your boundaries.
Yeah.
It's really important to actually establish, like, let yourself be alert and let yourself know that even if you disappoint someone, it's okay to disappoint people for a good reason. Like, as in, because you still have a lot going on in your life. And if you can't manage someone's to do, then it's okay. It's okay to say no. It's okay to, to prioritize your work, your things. Sometimes it's good to prioritize the next person, and that's okay. We're not negating that, but what we're trying to say here is there are so many ways that you can actually avoid overcommitting to things and to people.
I think also another reason why someone can find it easier to specifically ask one person is because they don't hold them accountable. They don't know how to say no. Maybe they tried it on other people. Other people did it the first time, the second time they're like, sinijana tu
Umekuja sana.
I'm doing again today.
No.
You lie. Yeah. But there's some people who will just say, hurt me, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, 3 times, 4, 5, 6, 7, 20, 30. Maybe like the 50th ndio. Yeah. So again, it goes back to boundaries.
Yeah, it really does. Now let's talk about life pressures. By this I mean, now this is beyond internal. Like, you see, the other issues were internal. Like, you can learn to say no. You can, in not episode, but the first part 1. But if you haven't watched part 1, please go back and watch it. is packed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is fully packed. So, umesha watch? All right. So, so in part one, we were talking about how, as in, how do we find ourselves in such circumstances where you have really overcommitted, you have no time left for yourself or for your to-do list, and how we find ourselves in this place. And we had talked about factors like fear, people pleasing, like not having boundaries, and
Seeking
so
validation.
exactly. But as we talk about these things, all these things are internal. But sometimes, like, you'd find yourself, you're still in the same place, very fatigued, very overwhelmed, very pushed to the end. But these factors aren't like things you can change. Like, it's not like you can just decide, today I won't hear anything from anyone. Today I'll just be saying no to everyone. But so, what we're trying to say here, there's some things that are external. There's some things that stem from life itself. For example, now picture this lady who's maybe now a new mom for that. And maybe you'd find this is a new mom. She's still a career lady. She still is a wife. She still is maybe a business lady, has side hustles. She's still serving in church, actively in ministry. She's up and about. I know she has friends, she has neighbors, she has a community, this lady would still find herself in that place. And why is that, and even if it's not that, maybe someone who's, let's say, who maybe a stay-at-home mom, for example, you'd be like, okay, you're at home, so what exactly is giving you pressure? But let me tell you, like, until you live a day in this woman's shoes, and so things get overwhelming, not because of things that you can change or things that you can actually work on, but things that are life related, like stress and pressure from your bosses and career goals. What do you think, why do you think this is so, like, and how do you think that can be managed?
I think the first thing is our image. I think how we look before people, no matter how much we don't want to admit that, it boosts your ego kidogo. Like when someone sees, you're a mom, you're out there, it looks like you're doing everything and you're still looking pretty, you're still acing in terms of business, in terms of raising your children, in terms of building your home. It looks amazing, and when it looks amazing, people will notice and they will compliment you, not only verbally. I think the primary communication between us human beings is non-verbal. Yeah, so by that it will definitely boost your ego a little bit, and God made it that way because we are social beings. We have to interact with each other, but now we take it too far when we forget when we forget about how we look to ourselves, how we feel about ourselves, and we focus more on how we look to other people, how other people view us. Yeah, and so if you are not grounded, if you do not have enough self-esteem and self-confidence to meet yourself where you are, to be honest with yourself. Sometimes most of the people who go above and beyond, it's because they want to create a false image of who they really are. And so they do so much thinking it will hide who they are. You'll be distracted by all that they're doing. You won't focus on who they really are because they really don't like and appreciate who they are. So they focus on all this, and also you and other people outside will focus on all this. But you forget at the end of the day, when the sun sets, you're at home with yourself. So if you don't love yourself as you are, without all these other achievements, you'll always try to overcompensate. You'll never really be satisfied. You'll never really be content with who you are. As much as we are trying to meet all these deadlines, as much as we are trying to achieve all these things and be there for others and be there for other people, who's gonna be there for you? once you crash out, ni wewe tu kuwa hapo peke yako
It's
na
true.
God. You know, God can only do so much. He has given you everything that you need. Yeah. So most of the times, if you do not, and I feel like you can tell someone who really is content with with who they are, as opposed to someone who is achieving things to help them accept themselves. Yeah, because at some point I was there doing the most. In part one, I said, I was working Monday to Friday, and sometimes I'd even take extra jobs for Saturday. After I've taken those Saturday jobs, namaliza, I go show up for my friends. I would never show up for myself. I never valued myself. I valued other people, and I thought that, you know, if I do stuff for you, you will value me, and through you valuing me, I'll love myself. But that will never work.
Agreed. I think okay, people say like we can't control some things, but I think everything can be controlled, as in to
Except for
a
like,
certain
maybe the
aspect.
weather and stuff like that. But
Well, you can dress warmly. You can. It can be controlled to some certain measure.
Yeah.
So for the external factors, I think I still feel like you can control external factors, but sasa over time, like you can't just wake up and decide. You know, it's just the way. For this lady, what was her name? Lizzie. We had given her Lizzie. For Lizzie, she can't just wake up and say, you know what, I quit. Okay, she can. But the repercussions are really great because, okay, so tomorrow...
should think it through.
Yeah, like, where's your rent coming from? Or how are your bills being paid? And so, for external factors, I think life gets really crazy, especially if you're on a role of comparing yourself to people or letting people set the standard. I think it's really important to bring yourself and constantly remind yourself that you set the standard. God sets the standard for your life. Like, it isn't about, okay, I'm 25, you're 25. Maybe, for example, you have a car, I don't have a car. Or I have a house, you don't have a house. You get it. It isn't about where you are at, because where you were born and where I was born, completely different. How you were raised and how I was raised, completely different. Like the calling of God for your life and the calling of God for my life, completely different. So I know people like do it subconsciously, like the whole comparison thing, and of course sometimes it can be good, sometimes, and those sometimes someone has to be really careful, because it can be good in the sense that you're trying to pace yourself. Like you're like, okay, so we're 25, right? We're supposed to have done this, done that, done this. Are we like there yet? Are we there? Are we not there because of us? As in, is it because I'm not working hard enough? And maybe there's some things you need to like bolt up and improve on. But there's some things you can't really control. As in, for sure you really can't, and that's okay. I think if we learn the art to tell ourselves that's okay, we'd be really far, like as a nation, as a generation.
And especially social media has really contributed greatly.
Agreed.
You see people very young, you know, driving cars, and they're like, oh, this is not from my parents, you know, I built myself.
I bought it myself.
You're like, what was I doing?
What have I been doing with my life? What is my life? I know.
I think people's lives are very different.
Agreed.
Their paths, their journeys are different. There's no need to give yourself unnecessary pressure.
Underline unnecessary.
Yeah. Because huyu mwenye maybe amefika at 19, they're high. Maybe itafika a place, maybe in their 20s, they experience maybe a low moment. And maybe that time that they're experiencing your low, you'll be at your high. So why should we compare? Kila mtu na time yake na season yake. Let's just calm down. Also, the Bible says, the Bible says that godliness with contentment is great.
Yeah.
So as much as we want more, if you're not content now, hata ukuwe na billions, you'll never be content. Yeah, that's why you see people who are wealthy and they're still chasing. You're like, sir, you can buy my whole family, you know? Okay,
please. Okay, it was a joke, guys.
Yeah, you can't buy us. We are bought by the blood.
Amen. Come on.
Producer and any judgment. Yeah, so well, yeah. So again, contentment. If you want to get to the next level, appreciate where you are, live where you are, maximize where you are right now.
Agreed.
Then because you'll get to the next level and you'll miss your yesterday because you didn't maximize it.
Plus, I believe there's a beauty in living in the moment. Like, as in, yes, right now things may not be like as you anticipated them to be, but there's a beauty in being in that season. As in, najua how stressful, like you umeamka umepanda mat, sijui umeconnect na wapi, mat imefika, sijui umebust tire, sijui umeshukishwa, sijui wapi katikati ya barabara, sijui wamekulipia 20 bob, wamekulipia 20 bob kufika kwa hiyo mat, ati kumbe sasa walilipa less, sasa mnafaa kuongeza 10 bob, and uko like, what is this on a Monday morning?
I'm just trying to get to work.
But I believe like all these experiences, like they're beautiful. Like they're what makes life life. As in, imagine like how boring it would be. Like I would feel like it would be so boring. Like you wake up and I don't know, you have everything like at your reach. And
especially if you've not worked for it, you don't know the source,
like you don't know,
it may
and you
appear
don't know the
to-
beauty. Like akunanga kitu poa like spending your own money
that you
as in-
build from
yeah.
scratch. Yeah,
Spending your own money is, I feel like the simple joys of life, as it was, because it's so painful but so rewarding at the same time. We be like,
Let me
wow,
really enjoy my husband's money, to be honest. Stay at home.
Please,
moms
hapo
in
ni
the
next
building.
episode.
Okay.
Tunakufikia.
No, just in case I watch it, so just had to be safe. Put it out there. I digress.
Well, anyways, but I really feel like there's a joy in, you know, taking life
Step by
slowly.
step.
Yeah, like actually hustling and getting to where you need to be in a matter of months, years, you know, decades, whatever. Like I feel like all those struggles and all those pains and all those frustrations and everything like is what makes life. I don't feel like, okay, personally, like I know someone is looking at me and they're like, me, if I would wake up in a mansion, fully paid, do what, and horses taking me, I don't know where, I'd be happy, but I don't feel like I would be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be, like, I really love, I think that's why I'm also in business, because I really love the hustle, like I love
The growth,
the
story.
like,
Now you have
exactly, you literally don't have a story. I love it. I love the hustle. I love the everything. But sasa pia isiende sana. God please.
we are ready
God,
to
please,
share
we are ready.
experience you.
We are done with the experiences. Lord, we are ready for our new car. Yeah. But I feel like the sooner, as a generation, even like the sooner we accept this, that life is not even that complicated.
Okay.
Like it's not that
To
serious.
chill, to
As in,
calm
yeah,
down.
like as in people just chill. You know, 'cause-
Ati you're how old? Na unafanya? Na umeachieve? Unaolewa nini?
and I love people who are making it out there. Like I love it. But also I feel like it's really important to take a breath. Like stop. Oh, there's this, I don't know it's from which book. It usually says stop and smell the flowers. And it basically translates to like you pausing your life and saying, you know what are you even doing? Get, because you'd find yourself on the grind for years and years and years and years. You're fatigued. Like people got married, people did what, people experienced life, people traveled, people, and you'd be like, okay, so yes, I have the money right now. You're in your 60s, for example. You've hustled your whole life. You've strived your whole life. You're 60 now. You don't have friends. You don't have relationships. You don't have, like, you have the money, but you don't even know how to spend it. Because at this point in time, like, you literally burnt down every bridge. You tore down every relationship.
Yeah. You've not even taken time maybe to raise your children.
Maybe you didn't even, you were like, I don't want kids till I'm well established. When is that? Imagine no one is ever content. Like you'd figure even people are literally in their 70s and they're still starting companies, they're still investing, they're still, so there's no time you'll ever be like there, ikifika hapo, where is there, like there's no time. And I feel like it's good to actually just accept that truth, and enjoy life as it comes. And that way you won't have to feel like you're trying to compensate for something. And please don't get me wrong,